What is happening? Man, that music gets me pumped up every single time. It's because it's chill. It's just chill music.
Okay.
Chill.
Hi.
You love the chill music. What's up, Sophia?
Not much. How are you today? How is everyone? Hopefully everybody's good out there, right?
We are good. We are good. Mila's coming down with a little bit of a cold, but I think we're managing in the household, so I think we'll be fine. But for all of these you watching, welcome back to another live here in Michigan. So today we got some special things going on. I'm here with my trusted co-host, Miss Sophia Cruz, and things are really interesting in the real estate market. But we're going to get to a lot of that here in a little bit. So what we wanted to really talk about today is the holidays that are coming up. We got Thanksgiving right around the corner. We got Christmas right on the corner, and some people moving to Michigan are asking the question, hey, what is winter and what is the holidays like in Michigan? Some people have never seen snow on Christmas. Some people have never seen snow, period, at all in their whole entire life. And it's weird. It's weird to me because we grew up with snow, and we had a client. It's funny because we had a client who her husband actually lived. Oh, what's going on my camera? There we go. Her husband actually lived in the Midwest in Indiana for so long, and she grew up in California, and she had never seen snow before. And her husband was like, it's fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And I said, you know what? Why don't you just go to Michigan during the winter and check it out. See if it's for you. And she did. She reported back and said, absolutely love it. We're moving to Michigan. But she had never seen snow in her whole entire life. So we're going to talk a little bit about that on today's live, what it's like living here in Michigan. And do you see my camera just keep going? Like
I do. Yeah, you're like.
Is it when I talk about snow, it gets brighter?
Maybe, I don't know. But let's see. It looks good now, but we'll see what happens.
We will see. It's give me the glow up. It's like the holiday glow. All good. All right. Well, hey, we want to know where you guys are watching from. So if you are watching, drop in the comments below where you're watching from. We want these lives to be engaging. If you do have questions and you are moving to Michigan, we want to help answer any questions you have about that. And if you are thinking about moving here, during the winter months, we're going to talk about what it's like to live in Michigan in the winter. All the holiday festivities are coming up. And this is my favorite time of year. What about you, Sophia?
Me too. I mean, I love all seasons of Michigan, but I do want to talk about this. I'm glad we're talking about this today because I feel like sometimes people think, oh, it's cold, it's snowy, so people stay inside, but we do not do that here. It is very fun in Michigan, and there's a lot to do in the winter that we'll talk about today.
Yeah, so let's get into it. So if we miss anything on today's live, guys, just feel free to jump in. And here's our extra co-host.
What up,
Mr. Juan? What up?
What is happening?
Welcome, Juan. Good to see you.
Happy Wednesday, y'all.
We are just diving into some holiday fun.
That is exciting. I am. We're down here freezing. So.
Yeah. What is it like? 59 degrees.
Oh no, people be losing their minds. It is.
I love how he forgets. I love how you
69. Forget. Yeah, it's 69 and raining. No, it's all good. I'm harassing you guys, but I had to forgive the tardiness. I had to go pick up my son from the pool. We swapped parents picking up, and we had to pull an audible, but we got it. So that's awesome. Well, thanks for inviting me on to join you guys. So excited to be with you.
Absolutely, man. We're gonna talk about some holiday events coming up here. So what I want to do is really show you guys what Michigan is like during the winter months. Some cool events that you guys can enjoy. While you're here, when you do move here, these become staples of the community. My girls look forward to this type of stuff every single year, and just growing up, having these events in your backyard is really cool. And you always hope for snow on Christmas Day here in Michigan. Let's pull these up because we got some really cool ones. Sophia, what did you want to start with today?
I wanted to talk about some of the things going on in downtown Detroit. So I sent you quite a few things, and these are all events that are happening in the month of November. So if you want to pull them up, Eric.
It's the most wonderful time.
Yes. Yeah, I was telling the audience and Eric Kwan that sometimes people that don't live in Michigan feel like during the winter, like maybe we're like indoors a lot more, right? Because it's cold, but there's always a lot to do in Michigan, especially in the winter. We are not closed in our house and snowed in. We go out, snow, no snow. They have they heat up the outside. What are those things called? You know, like the big propane heaters. There's
Lamps.
like yeah. So like you're walking down the street and you can stop at those and heat up. And so like we're out there. We don't just stay home. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. What do we have? What's the first one here? This is the Light Up Beacon Park in Detroit.
Yeah. So Beacon Park is a park in downtown Detroit that always has festivities for like kids, even in the summer. So they have like oversized games in the park. They have I can't think of those like roller skating things there, but why would they do that in the winter? I don't know what they do with those in the winter actually. But it's a park. It's like a playground for kids. So they're gonna do like a light up ceremony, just kind of like they do for the tree light up, but it's more geared towards the kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it. Trying to see if we can get a good picture of the park here because they do not show it.
No. You're not scrolling or moving either.
Yeah, I'm cruising on the other tabs.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Sophia, what are some of your favorite memories of Detroit during this time of the year? Like things that you've done memory wise, like what are some of the things you absolutely like love to do?
I mean, honestly, I still like to do like the cider mill stuff during the winter. Like that's what caused me like going to get donuts, apple cider. I like to go shopping downtown. They have I cannot remember right now what they're called, but they set up these little shops every holiday. And you can go down and shop, and they're unique gifts, right? So it's like that's where you go to get those unique gifts for those family members that you want to like truly give them something different and not just go to the regular stores and get those things. So I like that. I also just love going downtown and like being around the lights, seeing the scenes, like they really make downtown Detroit festive during this time. So I just like to go downtown. Walk the city, meet people. There's always things going on outside, like I said, whether it's cold or not. So it's kind of the thing to do during the winter is go downtown.
Yeah, there's a lot happening down there. I didn't see your list, so I don't want to like jump ahead on some of the things that might be on that list. So we'll get around to it. But this is what I was going to ask about was the tree lighting for sure. Yes. It's a big event, right? I think in most cities this is a pretty big thing, but Detroit downtown is spectacular for the tree lighting. So take it away.
Yeah. So the tree lighting is a big event. Anyone moving to Michigan has to go, right? I've lived here my whole life. I'm born and raised in Michigan, so I don't rush down there as much anymore. It's big time. Like I'm talking crowds, and like it's just a crowd of people. So just be prepared for that. Like be prepared to be around a lot of people, but it's fun, right? It's fun. They have the huge tree. It's in the middle of Campus Martius. Campus Martius is kind of like in the center of downtown Detroit. They have a couple things going on there. So they have a restaurant there called the Park Restaurant, very, very delicious. In the summertime, they turn that into kind of like a beach bar thing. So it's like that's the center of it, and that's where they do the tree lighting. And yeah, it's really fun. Have you guys been there? Have you guys been to tree lighting?
Yep.
Yeah. And Campus Martius for y'all watching it, it's our Central Park, so to speak, right in Detroit. So that's the way to think about it. The ice rink is right next to the tree lighting. Like everything is happening down there. There's shopping. I love when they put the little clear geodesic domes down there, and like you can have coffee inside of them. Like there's this whole it's a winter vibe that is worth checking out. The Coney Islands are right across the street, so you can go argue about what Coney's the best. Like it's all right there, right? Everything's kind of happening right downtown, so definitely worth checking out. But it's a beautiful area. You know what I mean? Like the one thing about Detroit is, it was left for dead for a very long time, y'all. Like it for a very long time. And there are still areas, like, listen, we're not ever going to sugarcoat stuff, right? There are still areas that you don't belong in. Okay. So let me put it that way. But this is not that area, right? So like it's beautiful downtown Detroit. The revitalization. Yeah, that's a great shot, Eric.
That's a great shot.
The revitalization of downtown Detroit is a real thing. People love to go. People from the suburbs come down. People in the city come out. Look at that. It's a whole thing, man. It's definitely worth checking out. So make sure you do that. And it's a great area too. We've done the turkey trot before, and you start down here and you run downtown, so like it's worth checking out. Go.
Yes.
Yeah. It gets crowded though.
Yeah.
So it draws about 450,000 people a year downtown.
500,000.
Yeah.
So that's not a small amount, right?
Yeah. And the tree's huge too. I mean,
It is.
I don't think it's anything near like what New York has, but it gives it a good run, for it.
Yeah.
And ice skating down there, and just shopping, as you said, Sophia. I mean, it's just a really fun day. I feel like it doesn't need to be the Christmas tree lighting day. If you are, just looking to get down when it's less busy, go during the week, right? If the kids got a day off school, head down there during the week. There's shopping, there's ice skating, there's, a little place by the ice skating rink that has hot cocoa. Our girls were just absolutely begging us to they didn't even want to ice skate. They just wanted to go get hot cocoa. We told them there was hot cocoa there. They're like, we want to go. I'm like, do you want to ice skate? And they're like, no, like, absolutely not. Like, that sounds awful. We don't want to ice skate. We just want hot cocoa. So it's fun. It's fun for that reason. And there's tons more shopping down there. Like Juan said, over the years, this goes back. They started this tradition in 2000, so it's been going on over 20 years, going on the 23rd year. I don't know if they did it. I don't know if they did it during COVID. You guys remember? Did they have it in 2020?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, no, that's a fun one. And, there's a lot more too. So Detroit's probably the biggest tree lighting, in Michigan. But you have a lot of surrounding cities. The other one that is a must see is Rochester Hills. Let me pull
a whole nother area. Guys, let us know if you've been to the Detroit tree lighting, or if you've been to Campus Martius. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to know what is your favorite restaurant or shop to visit while you're down there. We'd love to know. The audience would love to know. Those comments are very helpful for people, wondering what's going on. This is a great shot.
That's beautiful.
Yep, absolutely. And so this is Rochester Hills, and I think a lot of cities. Downtown Rochester. I think a lot of cities would actually try to do this if Rochester didn't steal a cake with us. I mean, they've been doing it for as long as I can remember, growing up as a kid. This is going on, 30 some years, and they've been doing this. I don't know how long they've been doing it, but every business down there decorates their whole entire storefront with dangling lights, and they sequence them in different colors, so it's not the same, and it really just pops. So this picture doesn't even do it justice. Like, if you think this picture is awesome for the downtown, just go down there and experience it. Driving through the city is like a whole nother experience. So this is kicking off. They usually have Santa will come down, bring milk and cookies for the kids. They have a whole day of it. So that information, is out there. You can go look up the Rochester. Let me see if we have the date. I think I had one of the tabs open. That's coming up this week, I believe. Yeah, it's coming up soon. I think I closed the tab, but Rochester is another good one. And then you have other cities. Oh, and sorry, it's November 17th through the 19th. So it's this weekend where they're going to have the Rochester Festival of Trees, and Santa will be in town for that one as well. All right. And then we have one local near us, which is in Brighton. So Brighton is doing their annual tree lighting this weekend on Saturday. And something new they're doing this year is actually putting an arch over all the walkways. So they're going to make this tunnel of lights, and they're going to be able to walk through the mill pond. So you can bring the kids down there. Santa will be there as well. You can take pictures with Santa. He'll be handing out candy canes, for the kids. But it's just a really good event, and every small town usually does one of these. So you got Northville, Plymouth, Dexter has one. Ypsilanti has their depot tree lighting coming up this weekend. All usually kicking off around the same time. So this is the time of year when lights are in full effect. And, this is where you're going to start seeing some more neighborhoods and people start putting their lights up, on their houses as well. So that's one thing. Did you guys do that when you were kids? Did you guys drive around neighborhoods and look at Christmas lights?
Okay. We still do that. What do you mean? We
Still
have
do
kids.
that.
Of course we do.
Right. What that was.
I
That
still
was one of-
remember the houses, like whose house was most lit up, like who really goes all out. There's like a really famous one in Detroit, actually, that I think has even made the news. I wonder if they still light that house up. But anyways, go on.
Yeah, we used to drive. So my aunt would host Christmas in Grosse Pointe. So we used to drive down Lakeshore Drive in Grosse Pointe, and that was just like absolutely breathtaking. I mean, some of those houses on Lakeshore, absolutely stunning. But we do that even with the girls when they were babies. We used to drive around just neighborhoods just to get them to sleep. And Brianna and I would just drive like, God, this is so relaxing. The kids are sleeping. Right? They wanted to look at Christmas lights, and now we're enjoying them, and they're sleeping, and we're still driving. We're like, should we go home? No, I think we should keep driving. So that was fun. So yeah, so again, this is a staple of Michigan. I'm sure this is all Midwest, but this is growing up in Michigan and having all of this, right in your backyard. You got the cold weather. We're going to be having hot chocolate at a lot of these places. Santa's going to be in town. It's just that time of year. So I'm getting excited about it. So if you wanted more information on any of these events, there's a great resource here on which actually had all of them. I mean, there was a ton of them in here. So we'll put this link in the description or in the comments, actually, and you guys can take a look at them. But it goes through pretty much every event that's taking place. You got the Wayne County lights, you got Silver Bells. There's the 20th annual Detroit tree lighting. You got Light Up Beacon Park.
I saw that Blake's was on there. See, now I don't feel so bad for still wanting to frequent cider mills. Yep. But it's still November because it's not snowing yet, so it's still fall. That's why I still like to do the fall things. But I mean, it's gonna snow soon.
Yeah, technically, it is still fall.
It is.
It's not. Yeah, and for those wondering, Thanksgiving is usually that time of the year when you can expect a snow-ish. Right? Like usually won't stick to the ground type of thing, but right around then you'll start seeing the first flakes fly. It can come a week or two earlier, but that's not normal. But that Thanksgiving time period, it's kind of like the line of demarcation for snow to start to hit the ground.
Yeah. Right now it's like we had like 50-degree weather earlier today, right? 50s. Yeah. But at night, it'll go down to 26, 25 at night. It's colder. So that's how the weather is right around this time.
Yeah, Andy sent me one of our clients, y'all. He sent me a screenshot of it, the 26-degree temperature on his truck dashboard. So I was like, "Yep." He goes, "Yeah, it's killing me already." It's just welcome to the party.
Turn the heater off in the day. Turn the heater on at night.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
It is definitely Michigan weather at its finest for sure.
Yeah, we've already gotten snow. So we got a little bit. Hasn't stuck, but it has snowed here in Michigan.
Who did?
We've gotten our first sign of it.
Oh. Yeah. When was that, Eric? It was like
that was last week.
Yeah.
And Sophia, so you mentioned the cider mills, and apple orchards. They always convert. So there's one in Heartland, Spicers, and I know Blake's does something like this as well. I think a lot of them, do this is when it starts becoming a little bit colder, they turn their trains into the Polar Express. So a lot of them have train rides, and they have the Polar Express. I know Three Cedars does that by us. Spicer's does that. And then they'll make this, or they take the tractor on like what normally is the tractor hayride. They turn that into Santa's sleigh, right? And they take you around, they give you rides. One of Spicer's does something really cool is they have this very like vintage shed in the middle of the woods. If Santa wasn't there, it'd be like scary as heck. Like nobody wants to go to this shed in the woods, but it's Santa's workshop, right? And they have the whole entire trail decorated with lights, big displays, and it's all lit up. It's really cool. And so a lot of schools, a lot of like events, you can rent it out and actually take, a whole classroom there. We do that for the girls. There's their classroom. He does it, and you just reserve your time. So you just reserve the time with somebody. If you want to do it with friends, you can do it with friends. If you want to do it by yourself, they have slots, available for people to just walk in. But they take you through that tunnel of lights, and then you end up at Santa's workshop, and then you go take pictures with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And they have a bonfire going. They have marshmallow kits for the kids. They send them home with these little baggies of oatmeal, and they have like the green, the red, and just the white oatmeal in there, and they call it reindeer food, right? So you can grab a handful, put it in a bag, and the kids grab the reindeer food, and you set it out for them the night before Christmas. Make sure the reindeer show up at your house, and Santa delivers your presents.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun.
See, I'm getting excited just talking about it. I'm like a big kid,
Slightly nostalgic.
Slightly the full force. Let's be honest, full force.
Yeah, well, Eric's already decorated his house. I was like, dude, what happened at your house? Kate's been trying to convince me that no, we should have already been decorated November 1st. I was like, what is happening around here?
Yeah, she messaged me. She wanted me to have a talk with you.
Yeah, that we did.
Should we have the talk live?
We're having it right now.
Y'all
disrespecting Thanksgiving around here.
Aren't you supposed most people put it up the day after Thanksgiving, right?
Listen, I will not have this level of disrespect for Thanksgiving. It's just it's inappropriate, it's offensive, and it's shameful. It's downright shameful.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving has its own. It is a season. It kicks off the holiday season. Don't be encroaching. You start to sound like Halloween.
You got to be thankful that Santa's on his way.
Bro, I'm thankful, but you stealing the time. My birthday this year is on Thanksgiving, so even more reason to defend the day. Like, give me the day. Like, let's space out a little bit. Just a little room to breathe. After Thanksgiving, you want to put the tree up, that's fine. And listen, I'm not mad at anybody that does it. It just doesn't have to come in my house.
Well, over here in Michigan, they say when you do that early, you're bringing the snow early. So
that's right. Kick it back.
Take it back.
Yeah, we had a doozy last year, so we might be in for some light snow this year. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah. All right. Well, holidays are coming up. I mean, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Do you guys like the turkey on Thanksgiving?
I love turkey.
I'm asking with this like disgusted face because you guys can tell I don't like the turkey. I'm not a huge turkey fan.
You must not have had a great one yet.
That there really is something to be said about that, Sophia. So, in all fairness, Eric, I for 35 years of my life at least did not want any part of turkey, and I think this was part of turkey trauma as a child.
Did somebody burn the turkey,
dude? Like, well, you don't know what you don't know, right? And y'all, if anybody's watching this later, forgive me, but I'm about to share the truth here, right? So, like, my mother, God bless her, not world renowned for her cooking prowess is probably the best way I would put that. Number one, and we grew up in our brokedom, right? Like, when I was a kid, we were broke. And when you're broke, you don't always get the best quality meat. You you struggle with a lot of things. I didn't eat steak until I was probably 18 or 19 years old because I had Salisbury steak. It was the only steak I ever had, right? Like, it was not good steak. And I remember going and forgive the tangent here, but this is important. Walk with me on the story. My senior homecoming, I took a young lady out to Kernan's Steakhouse in Dearborn, Michigan, right? Went down there, ordered a filet. Like I knew what I was doing. Asked for ketchup. I was that guy on the well done. The only steak I'd ever had, it was leather, right? You had to work through it. Like there was a whole thing to try to get through. Like I didn't know that steak should melt in your mouth. I had no idea. Like we killed it twice, unfortunately. That was just the way it worked, right? And same thing with turkey, Sophia. So like I never had a great turkey growing up, ever. And then the first time I had a deep fried turkey one time, and I was like, wow, that's a whole nother game, first and foremost. And then I've had smoked turkey over the last few years that'll make you want to slap your mama. It's so good, right? Like I have gone to my fascination with barbecue has led me to these incredible barbecue joints where the brisket's unbelievable, but the turkey is just as good. So here is my pitch for if you have not had a smoked turkey or a deep fried turkey on Thanksgiving, you are missing the game. You're missing the game.
See, I've had them both, and I'm just I still like.
You need to get around a better cook.
Yeah, something's going on here.
Sorry, Brianna, if that's you, forgive me. Somebody ain't doing it right.
She's not making the turkey.
Yeah, somebody ain't doing it right.
It's for me. There's so many. I think it's what it is, right? And this is probably 100. A lot of people can probably agree with this. For me, it's not that I dislike turkey. There's just so many other good things on Thanksgiving Day when you have to choose between filling your plate with turkey and grandma's yams or the sweet mashed potato pie and all these other things that are delicious. I can't find any room. I can't find any room for turkey.
Turkey and stuffing.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll have a little bit of sliver. I'll try it, but it's just not.
Next question: Do you like?
Go-to.
Do you try the white meat or the dark meat when you've tried?
I've had them both. Yeah.
Well, he just doesn't like turkey, y'all.
I'm telling you, it's not that I don't like turkey. It's just I could do without it on Thanksgiving because if I'm going to make room for all this stuff, something's got to go.
Dark meat, by the way, we'd love to know. Dark meat, light meat. I'm dark meat guy all day, every day of the week. All right.
Yeah. Dark meat's
more fat the merrier, y'all, as you can tell, right?
Yeah, I can't wait for the turkey. I love Thanksgiving because it's the only time I eat turkey once a year, right? So I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Get those. If you're watching this and you know what the moist maker is, just leave a comment with a smiley face here.
I don't know.
Okay.
What is the moist maker? Now you got to show us.
Now I got to tell you guys. Everybody
show us.
There's no showing. There's no showing.
The moist maker.
You have to know if you're a Friends. Did you guys watch Friends?
No.
Okay. Well, there you go. It's in Friends. It's an episode. It's a Thanksgiving episode in Friends. Monica makes the most awesome turkey. She always wants to make Thanksgiving dinner for all the people. And the day after Thanksgiving, leftover day, she takes 2 pieces of bread, puts turkey in there, got mashed potatoes on it, and then she takes a 3rd piece of bread, dips it in gravy. Okay. That goes in the middle of the sandwich, and that is the moist maker.
Oh my word! Oh, I got it. Yeah, there's all kinds of recipes. I'm googling right now.
About that dark meat,
Eric. There's recipes, bro. Hold on, I'm putting a recipe in the chat so y'all can check this out.
It's the Friends recipe, I'm sure.
I'm sure everybody else knows about this, but I didn't Friends happened to me. I didn't go watch it. Right. Same. I witnessed it. Let's put it that way.
There is a moist maker sandwich recipe. It comes up on Google.
There's YouTube videos on the whole thing, of course, right? Like,
that's funny.
Moist maker. I put it in the chat for anybody who's wondering. There's a picture of Ross, which is hilarious.
That's funny.
It sounds like if you're gonna slam. Go ahead.
The funniest part about this is that one of his coworkers eats his sandwich.
Oh so wait, Eric, what is your favorite thing for Thanksgiving then, if not turkey?
All of the sides.
That's
like
hilarious.
Literally all the sides. Anything sweet potato. So you got marshmallows on them. You got a little brown sugar. That's usually the jam. I'll load up on that. Stuffing. I like the stuffing. Okay. I like the mashed potatoes and the stuffing mixed with the gravy on top. That's
Mhm.
really good. I'll do the vegetables like green beans, but mainly the cranberries, the pies. Like I'll just load up on mashed potatoes and I'm here for the pumpkin pie.
What about you, Juan?
Oh man, I'm a sweet potato guy. So sweet potato pie over pumpkin every day of the week. That was a later thing in life too. I had to be educated on a lot of things, y'all, in case you hadn't recognized this. But yeah, sweet potato pie all day long. Mashed potatoes are cool, but I can do without them. Vegetables are just in the way of everything. No, there's no need for any of that. Stuffing, not a fan. I could do without the stuffing for sure. Again, it's just taking up space. And, recently over the last few years, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Costco apple pies are unbelievable. They're delicious. They're huge. Not that you're going to eat all that. They're incredible. They do a great. I cannot make what they make for the 10 or 12 or whatever they're charging for it now. It doesn't matter. It's not enough because it's unbelievable.
It's still
Right.
$5.99. It's still
They weigh 10
$5.99.
pounds, man. That doesn't make any sense. You can't.
So
So
okay,
good.
And-
so
and
I'm glad
and
you
those
I'm glad you brought this
watching-
up because we're giving them away as our customer appreciation event
There you
here in
go.
Michigan, right? And if you haven't gotten one yet and you're watching this, you need to register by Friday
Yeah.
so you can grab a pumpkin pie from Costco. It is the best pumpkin pie on the planet.
Yeah.
It's hard to argue that. It really is. It's hard to
So-
argue.
You can find that link, right? Where can they find the link to register, Eric?
We'll put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. And then the pickup day. So you register to get your free pie from Costco. And then the pickup day is when, November 21st?
November 21st. We're going to be hosting it at Oh My Lolly, which is downtown Brighton.
Nice.
We're partnering with a local business, so we can get them some foot traffic, show them support. Keith and his team have been awesome. I just got nothing but good things to say about Oh My Lolly. So we're going to be hosting it there for the pickup event. Really easy to get in and out. It's one of those locations that, you can drive right through. There's a parking lot right there. And then if it's a nice day, there's a playground right there if you want to let the kids run around. But pick up your pumpkin pie before Thanksgiving and enjoy that with your family. And that's from our family and our entire real estate team to you guys.
Heck yeah. That's exciting.
So you guys gotta watch this. Hold on. This will
All
take like a minute.
Donald, we've been getting reports of
Can you guys hear the audio?
Loud and clear.
some very angry behavior on your part. What? Threatening letters, refusal to meet deadlines. Apparently, people now call you mental.
Yeah.
We want you to speak to a psychiatrist.
Oh no. You don't understand. Ugh, this is so silly. This is all just because of a sandwich.
A sandwich?
Yeah, you see, my sister makes these amazing turkey sandwiches. Her secret is she puts an extra slice of gravy-soaked bread in the middle. I call it the moist maker. Anyway, I put my sandwich in the fridge over here. And
Oh, you know what?
What?
I'm sorry. I believe I ate that.
you ate my sandwich?
It was a simple mistake. It could happen to anyone.
Oh, really? Did you confuse it with your own turkey sandwich with the moist maker?
No.
Do you perhaps remember seeing a note on top of it?
There may have been a joke or limerick of some kind.
That said, it was my sandwich.
Now calm down. Come look in my office. Some of it may still be in the trash. Well, it was quite large. I had to throw most of it away.
You threw my sandwich away. My sandwich! My sandwich!
Oh gosh. All
I
right.
can see that. Yeah, people get defensive about food, so that makes sense.
No one said mac and cheese yet. So let me just throw
Oh.
that out there. Mac
Oh
and
yeah,
cheese.
I left that alone. My wife makes mac and cheese. It is unbelievable. There's Gouda, white cheddar, jalapeno. Yes, I said that out loud. Panko breadcrumbs.
Hungry.
This
Yeah.
is why stuffing doesn't. There's no room for stuffing when you've got a 12,000 calorie macaroni and cheese serving.
Yeah. I saw a meme online the other day that said, in order to make mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, you have to have 3 references and 5 years experience. Oh, yeah.
Don't sign up for any dishes if you're bringing subpar meals to
Oh man,
Thanksgiving.
we should do a whole cooking episode for Christmas. I'm down. We do roast beef every year. I dry age the thing in my house. Like it's a whole thing.
Sounds
Tamales in my house. All the women in the kitchen making tamales.
Oh yes. Feel free to deliver them.
Send some to Florida.
That's a labor of love right there. Let me tell y'all. Making tamales is a whole like this is
And I'm
making
talking
masa. Oh,
every generation of women in our family, all in the kitchen, all with aprons, slapping on that masa, to wrap them up. Like it's a whole thing. It's an experience, and it's a tradition that I hope that we carry on.
That's so good. And sidebar for the last 20 minutes on food. Congratulations. Thanks for hanging with us. Everybody's going to eat now. They're like, we're done with it.
I know.
Where's dinner at?
We don't know what the market's doing. We just know we need to go eat.
Well, there's real estate market going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, right now we're trying to figure out how to make people's bellies happy and their season bright. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I dig it. Maybe we should talk about some real estate. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Sounds good to me.
There's a couple things going on. Let's switch gears a little bit. I am hungry, so I'm gonna eat after this. But
I'm hungry too.
A couple things I wanted to kind of talk about. Interest rates have come down. Okay, so that's good. But even with the interest rates, love it. Cheer for that. I mean, honestly, like the real estate market is, in a very interesting place right now. I'm just going to kind of park that there. We'll get back to some of the stats here in a minute, but there are a few developments here in Metro Detroit that I think we haven't had a lot of these. Right? And when we go other places, we see a lot of these type of communities popping up. They're more planned developments. They have mixed use, right? And in Florida specifically, there's a lot of 55 plus communities, right? There's a lot of these type of communities that are popping up all over, right? Low maintenance, right? That was not something that we used to have here in Michigan, but they're starting to come more and more. And you got to start asking yourself, like, why is that? And when you start looking at some of the data, and I looked this up earlier, we're starting to get to a point where the silent generation and baby boomers as a population are now becoming, my camera's still doing that thing. The silent generation and baby boomers are now starting to become at an age where they're starting to look at these alternatives. They're starting to look at, are we going to move out of our 3,000 square foot house? Where are we going to go? All right. That becomes the question, is like, where do we go now? So builders are starting to see this. And one of those developments is Del Webb, and that is a Pulte development. So Del Webb does a lot around the United States, but when we start looking at some of the developments here, I looked up how many 55 plus communities like this there are, and there's really nothing like this in Metro Detroit. There is some 55 plus communities that are low maintenance, but they haven't done it in a way that is detached condos. Right, the grounds are all maintained, and it has more of a lifestyle. Right, there's amenities to it.
Active adult community, Eric, please get it correct.
Active adult communities.
Thank you.
Well, Del Webb says 55.
I understand.
Yeah, Del Webb.
Yeah, but let's talk about what it is.
It is. It's an active lifestyle. All right. So this one's coming, and they're building this right now. So this is currently in development. Starting in a very nice price point too. This is right in Milford, right by the highway. So you got 96 that runs east and west here, and it's right off of the highway, which is really nice. So when we start looking at some of the information about Del Webb, let's get into this one.
Yeah, let's talk about amenities, Eric. Talk about amenities first.
Where'd it go? I just had it up.
You did have it up. I don't know where to go.
Bouncing all over the place. Here we go.
There we go.
Okay, so I was going through these and I was actually kind of shocked that they had all this stuff, because you see they have a 43-acre lake, which is nice. They have a fitness center. Like I said, it's close to 96. You're going to be included internet and TV cable in your HOA fees. They have a tennis court, community gardens. They have walking paths. Then a very popular one, pickleball. And then I thought this was really interesting. They have a full-time lifestyle director.
Yes, they do.
Right.
They do cooking classes at a lot of these Del Webb communities. These places are unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable. I'm telling you right now, they're unbelievable.
Can I
So
move there?
sorry, Sophia, the reason I'm kind of shocked about this is because we don't have this type of stuff in Michigan. These don't exist. All right. So to have one of these, I know about them from real estate in Florida, right? And knowing the market down there, this is awesome. I think this is a great addition to Metro Detroit. Go ahead, Sophia.
No. I was just saying, can I move there before I'm 55?
We'll put our deposit down, see what happens.
Yeah. So where is this one again? Sorry.
This is off of the Milford exit, just off of 96,
Okay.
just north of 96. Yeah. So for those of you watching that don't know where Milford is, it's centrally located. Let's see if we can get the map back up here. Here we go. Okay. So Detroit right down here. So this is about 45 to 50 minutes from Detroit. Okay, just to the east of Brighton, west of Novi. So really good location. A lot of people like this location because you start getting in. This is like on the edge of Oakland Township, right here in Milford. So you got a lot of things, to do. You can get over to Ann Arbor. You can get over to Novi. You're close to a lot of Metro Detroit cities. You can get into Birmingham, Bloomfield, Royal Oak, and then of course if you want to, head to downtown for dinner, you want to catch a Red Wings game, Pistons game, football game for the Lions, that's 50 minutes, from Milford. So great location, and you can just cruise pretty much anywhere in Metro Detroit within about 30 to 40 minutes.
So real quick on this, guys, because I know this is new to you, in terms of what's happening in the area there, but it's incredible what's happening in these areas. And really taking a look at the type of communities and developments they have. So Eric, I'm going to shoot you a link here in a second. And then you can kind of scan this while I talk about it. I'm going to send this your way so you can check this out. It's going to come in the private chat. If you scan through that video there, it's going to give you some video of us walking through the Del Webb here. And I'm going to share this with you guys really quick, so bear with me. But the thing to take note of here is the amenities themselves on these communities. So, and I want to give perspective. Pulte home builders, traditionally in Metro Detroit are on the they're not the starter home builders, right? These are usually the move up home builders in Metro Detroit, and it's the same where we are here in Tampa. And you guys are watching the Living in Michigan channel here, but we sell a ton of Pulte homes, and especially Del Webb. There are several Del Webbs in the area here where I live in Tampa Bay. And we sell them a lot. And these communities are, I'm telling you right now, they're some of the best communities that are built in the entire area. And if what you have is anything like ours, and I can see it from the amenity list, you're going to find this to be incredible. I mean, the last one I toured, because we have 3 of them that are actively being built and sold right now. The last one that I toured, it's gated. You come into the community, you can, you should be in there. Eric, and you'll see it should be titled, I think. There it is. And you walk into the center. The welcome center of the community is amazing. It was full of golf carts. And I realize that's a Florida thing, but it won't be exclusive to Florida. Del Webb in Michigan will be very similar. They have biking trails, golf cart trails on the streets as well. So something to be mindful of. You go to this beautiful amenity center here. Not only did this have, Eric, the kitchen inside of this place where they teach the classes is unbelievable. You have multiple spaces you can rent. One of them was big enough to have a wedding in. It was ridiculous. The fitness center was incredible. I mean, it was, think of it as like a mini Lifetime. If you guys have been to the Lifetime fitness centers out there, that level of quality. And then we walk out to the pool. There was 2 pools and 2 jacuzzis out there, huge. And then they have their own restaurant right there attached to the facility. And they had another area there where you could they were doing cornhole and board tossing. And Eric, you can pull this up here in a second and show these guys and run them through this. And then as you walked outside, you had the pickleball and tennis courts, just unbelievably beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and run this if you want to just give some insights here. You have a grill out back too, right?
Oh yeah, they have a restaurant, a bar. It's very nice.
Awesome.
Pop that inside. Check this out, y'all.
Eric, pop it as full screen.
Isn't it beautiful?
So as you can see, great pool here, spa style pool, water features galore, beautiful inside space, and there's a restaurant here, which is pretty incredible, which is pretty awesome. Now back here,
it's endless.
You've got your own deck area, plenty of amenities out back, just incredible.
That's the kitchen. So hold it right there.
KitchenAid appliances.
Great place.
This is the kitchen where they teach you how to cook.
That's really cool.
It's nuts. So you try to give a highlighted view in there, and you can see the open space behind that where there's tables for everybody to eat at. It's just unbelievable. So I'm sharing this with y'all because these Del Webb communities, this is the wave of the future. These guys, trust me, once the word gets out, they're going to start building more communities like this, and you're going to start to find more and more of these master plan communities. And what they really are focused on is making it lifestyle focused. It's not a place to live. It's a place to live with, if that makes sense, right? Like, it's not a house where you pull in your garage every day and that's it, right? You never see your neighbors again. There's, community pools and again, a full lifetime. There's someone on staff who is committed to connecting you into the community with whatever activities work well for you. So these communities are incredible. Reach out to the team here, because if you're interested in these types of communities where, you're not interested in growing old, which I'm not. I don't know anyone who's 55 that's like, I'm done. And you know what I mean? Like, and most of the people that live in these, it's not like you roll in and everybody here is like this close to going home with the father. Like, that's not what's happening here. Like, this is people who want, right, to be involved in something outside of work. Right. So like these are great. And the properties are amazing. We didn't talk about that, but the properties are great. Are they just doing condos here, Eric? Or are they doing townhome and villas too?
Yeah, they're doing townhomes and villas. They also have a separate side. Let me pop into this more interactive map here. So this is an overview of the whole entire development. So they have this area here, which is that open lake haven. It's just going to be, lake views. I think I read somewhere that they're going to have like paddle boards. You can take like little paddle boats out, that type of thing. Just no motors on the lake there. It's just more for recreation. But nonetheless, great views, right? Who doesn't want to look out?
Single family, right?
These will all be, this is a future development. I don't know what they have planned for this phase here. Let's see. But I think these are going to be detached condos.
Yeah. So site condo, detached condo. Those will have lot premiums just for everybody who's not used to new construction. Assume that you're going to pay the most for that land.
Yep. Around the lake. And then they have, this is phase one. So all this is being developed. Here's the community center.
Yep.
Right in the center. So they'll have that. And then this area over here, this is going to be Lakeview Estates, which I believe these are going to be townhomes.
Okay.
So all this they're going to be townhomes, and these are going to be the sites. Now there's another development right next to it. This is the Del Webb side. Pulte is developing single family homes surrounding that too.
Got it. Yep.
All right. So there's going to be multiple projects going on, but great location. And I got to give it to them because this fills a big void. All right. There's so many people in this area.
Yep.
Brighton, Milford, Heartland, right around here that didn't start getting really populated for 20, 25 years ago. Right. So now it's the point where, a lot of people are empty nesters now. Kids have grown up, they're out of the house, and now they're starting to look and say, well, we got this big 3,000 square foot or 4,000 or 5,000 square foot home. What are we going to do with it? Right. And so these are the type of homes that I'm starting to see come on the market. Right. We're starting to see a lot more of these type of homes sell or come to market, and they're looking for alternatives. Right. So these homes are selling pretty quickly, which I was pretty fascinated with.
Yep. These developments are awesome, man. I'm telling you right now, once people start to get their hands on these products and start to move in these types of communities, there's no looking back. Because one thing I will say about how most of our communities are built in Michigan is they're a mess, right? Somebody found some space. They're like, let's slap as many homes as we can shove in this hole. And then they go about their day, and it's a wreck, right? The counties don't want to take care of the roads, right? You get these really high HOA fees inside of these really small communities and developments, and they're left to deal with it over the next 25 to 30 years. It just doesn't make any sense. And these master plan developments, like you see here, these are, I'm telling you right now, right? Everybody's like HOAs are the devil. You hear people say that all the time, and they can be, but they are very appropriate in specific instances. And this is a great example of it. Listen, if you don't want to mow the lawn anymore, if you don't want to worry about the snow removal, if you don't want to worry about your landscaping anymore, if you want to make sure that your roads are kept up and your communities are some of the safest that you could possibly have, and you want to have access to active lifestyle amenities at all time, then those are small prices to pay. Those, whatever the number is going to be every month to do it. I don't know how this is laid out, Eric. I don't know if there's going to be a CDD plus an HOA. Do you know that specifically?
It's just going to be an HOA.
Okay. And forgive me for introducing that language. Is a little bit unique, but do they have them listed by chance? They usually shift around a little bit. So the HOAs, again, here, the HOAs including cable and internet.
Yeah, they have it all inclusive. I don't think they have it listed on their site, but if you have questions on it, we'll get more information on this, and we're going to do a separate video. I've been waiting. I've been taking some drone footage of the development. I've been waiting for them to come a little bit further along with the development, and we're going to do a piece on it. So that video is going to be coming out, but just looking at some of these, homes here, just wanted to go through some of the models because these are pretty interesting. I mean, you got, for all intents and purposes, they're just very quaint ranches, right? So you got the Vista style, the meadows, and all these exteriors are going to bring a different price point, lot location, or lot premiums are going to be on where your lot's situated. But just looking at the prices, I mean, you could expect, with these prices, knowing how Pulte works, your phase one, right? And if you want to get in at these prices, phase one is the time to do it. They're going to start raising prices as these homes sell out.
Yep.
Okay, so these properties may already be up to over 400.
Yeah, with lot premiums and upgrades, the average person spends somewhere between 15 and 20%. So whatever the list, the starting price is, if you bolt that on top of it, that's probably going to get you pretty close.
Yep, that's really, really accurate. So just looking at some of these, great curb appeal, and the cool thing about, they never let the same two houses go right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they're going to look similar, you're never going to have the same exterior right next to each other.
They're all smart homes too, man. I'm telling you, like these things are, they are all equipped with a Ring doorbell, and the lighting systems are usually. And again, I haven't been in here yet, but from my experience, what we sell, they're all dialed in. You can control your thermostat from your app. You can let people in your front door from your app. I mean, it's great.
Yeah,
They're super energy efficient.
They have a lot of models. This is the most models I've ever seen in a Pulte sub, a Del Webb sub.
Yeah, interesting. Basements and everything.
A lot of different options.
Yeah, all single story though. They know their target demo.
Yep.
They know their target demo. But this is cool. I think this is great, Eric. You guys, if this becomes a thing, I'm telling you, it's going to change the way that people look at real estate. Right? Because if you're not on a lake, or if you don't want a lake or lots of land, getting in a community where you don't have to worry about it, I'm telling you right now, it's a game changer for a lot of people.
I dig it. So again, we'll have another piece on that coming out. So if you do have questions about it before we come out with that, always feel free to reach out to us or drop a comment below. I'm happy to answer those as well.
Yep. And I'm excited for you guys too, because if these guys, get in and get working and start selling, you're going to see more master plan communities like that. They won't be exclusive to 55 plus. Yeah. All right. They're starting that way because they're working on that market, and that makes sense. But if you're going to change how people buy and sell real estate, you got to introduce some things first. Right.
That is the only 55 plus that I've seen go in new. And I actually went to this was super interesting as well. I got to go back to the screen share. So the retirement. So there is a 55places.com, which has all the communities that are 55 plus and older. And they do check this, by the way, Sophia. So they do check, make sure you are, but this is interesting. I mean, look at the Metro Detroit area. Right? How many red dots there are. Yeah. There's one here in South Lyon. There's one here in Plymouth, which we've sold in here before. It's great. It's a great little community. Doesn't have any of the stuff that Del Webb has. It's
Look at
just
that. 14 homes. That's all you have. Like there's such a void for this product.
Yep. And then you got two in Canton.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one more. Where'd it go? In Brownstown.
Yep. That's a Del Webb down there.
3 in Rochester. Auburn Hills. I mean, look at that. This might not be all of them, but I just, the ones that are on this.
It is not enough considering the age of our population. It's not even close.
Exactly.
It's not even close. Like, and I love this, right? Like for years, the only alternative was like you went to a place that you may necessarily not wanted to be at when you were elderly, and like that sucks, right? Because like it was like hold on to my home as long as humanly possible, and then you got, most people don't want to take care of 4 bedrooms and 2 baths, 3,500 square feet, 2 stories and a basement when their kids are gone. Doesn't make any sense, right? And like, but you're not ready to like I said, you're not ready to. I can't even imagine. That's less than 10 years for me. Like the idea of being like, I'm not gonna go out to pasture. Like what in the world? But I also like I know for me and my wife, when the kids are gone, as soon as they're gone, we're selling the house. Like we're not dealing with all of this extra stuff. It doesn't make sense, right? Like why would I do that? Like downshift, get something smaller that other people take care of, and we're traveling, man. Like we're traveling the world, baby. Like we'll come home and visit y'all on the holidays, and God bless you the rest of the time. Right. And but I don't want to deal with whatever the house has to it just doesn't make sense. Right. Like, so to get in those places and to be able to come home and have stuff to do, right. To not have to go to the tennis court, to not have to go to the gym, to not have I love that. So I know I'm going tangent on this.
This is why the Villages in Florida is like the jam.
The Villages are popular for other reasons as well, just so you're aware.
We're not gonna talk. This is PG. PG show. PG show.
It is a PG show. Well, this is great. So, I love this stuff, y'all. Like, thank you for bringing this to the table. And, we're closer to the holidays, guys. We're going to talk about some of this stuff, right? Like, we're going to talk about family stuff. Let us know what you love, right? Are you sweet potato? Are you pumpkin, right? Are you apple pie? Like, are you pecan or pecan, depending on where your family moved from, right? Let us know these things. We would love to know. Have you ever had the moist maker? I didn't know anything about this until now. It just sounds wrong, by the way, but like, I'm sure it's delicious. We want to know these things. So Eric was a huge Friends fan. Apparently he knows about those. The moist maker. It just sounds ridiculous. The recipe for the moist maker is in the chat. We'll put that in the description as well. Love to know, are you a turkey fan or,
light or dark meat? Yep.
Light or dark meat. Keep us in the loop there. Next week.
Fried, smoked.
Yep. Fried, smoked. Are you the white meat person? Because you don't, you think that fat's going to kill you. That's okay. I get it. Eric, are we planning on being live next Wednesday? Because everybody's going to be getting ready.
Yeah, we're probably gonna not do the live next week.
Okay. Just wanted to give the audience some insight on that. And also, I was reminded today too that there's a lot of things going on Wednesday. So your wife may need help getting ready. So I'm just trying to help you get those attaboys too.
Yep.
I'm hosting a siblings giving, and it's at my house. I don't know how I ended up the host, but I am. So that'll be Wednesday. Yeah.
So you can look forward to seeing Eric and Sophia's smiling face the following Wednesday. We'll be back with magic happening there. And we'll definitely get into some real estate details the end of the month there. So perspective moving forward, we'll probably get in nitty gritty into numbers at the end of the months moving forward, just because the data comes out so late. And I think it's important to kind of check out. And I can't wait. We're almost down to the end of the year, and the crash caller has been screaming for real estate crash for the entire year. We've been telling you that the numbers don't make sense. That's not really plausible. And not to say we're right, but I'm just tired of listening to people talk about stuff that they don't know. Mm-hmm. Right. And for 2.5 years, people have been telling you not to do the thing. Why real estate has been increasing every single month. Right. Eric showed you Rochester. Guess what? They were up 6% last month. Right. 6% year over year after people have been telling you not to do it. And I'm not saying it's a great time. It's only a good time if it's a good time for you. But I'll tell you, the best time to own real estate is today, just like planting an oak tree. The best time to hold on to real estate is forever. Right. You listen to Warren Buffett. He says, I don't sell anything. I keep everything. And that's why he wins. And real estate as an asset class has proven itself over time. We're grateful to be in this industry. We're grateful to serve families and people like yourselves. We appreciate you. Don't forget to sign up for our pie giveaway. If you are local, grab one of those pies. They're incredible. You won't be disappointed. It's one less thing you have to make, or you can just give it away at the holiday. You can show up like a rock star. It doesn't matter. We're happy to do that. And I'm, just grateful to be able to work along these professionals. Eric and Sophia, every day they put their pants on one leg at a time, and then they go out and they work hard for our clients. And we've been blessed this year. We're grateful for y'all. And the amount of people who have reached out to us and trusted us with their relocation or their sale and move locally has just been incredible as well. And we're just internally grateful. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sophia, any final words for the audience tonight?
No, well, I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving and eat lots of turkey.
That's right. Get your sweatpants on, the stretchy ones.
You're gonna need it for the moist maker.
Just sounds so wrong.
That sounds so wrong.
It's also wrong. What about you, Eric? Final words?
Yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody. We're going to see a lot of familiar faces at our customer appreciation event coming up next week. I'm excited about that. Just to see some friends, family, clients that we haven't seen in months or haven't talked to in a couple months. It's going to be a good time, supporting businesses, downtown Brighton. So thank you for that. And yeah, wishing you guys all a happy Thanksgiving. I echo what Juan said. Like we're blessed, blessed to do this, blessed to, be part of your real estate journey when it comes to moving to Michigan, making these big decisions. We take this semi for granted, every single day because we do it and we enjoy it. So taking the stress out of your move, taking the stress out of the real estate transaction, we're happy to do that. And, we've got systems in place that make all of this seamless. So if you are considering making a move here to Michigan, definitely give us a call, schedule a Zoom. We get on Zoom just like we are right now. We'll go through the Metro-Detroit area, wherever you're relocating to, take you through the city in our eyes, match you up with the ideal lifestyle. So that's kind of what we do. So if you're interested in taking a look at, some cities here and just figuring out if Michigan or Metro-Detroit might be a good fit for you, schedule that Zoom call. We'd love to speak with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And same thing for here in Florida. If you guys have been watching us, we relocated from Michigan. Michigan's still home to me, but we operate this team in both states. So if you're looking in the state of Florida, we got your back too. I live locally here in Tampa. It's been incredible, but I miss the seasons like nobody's business. The wife drags me back. We do the thing, and I get to see these smiling faces every time we come back too. So if you need that connection as well, just let us know. But thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for your time. And most importantly, thank you for your trust. So we appreciate you guys. Have a great night. God bless y'all.
Bye.